On the channel today, we take a look at the latest 1/16th scale buggy from Losi, the JRX2. I think it looks absolutely cool, so let's open the box and give you a quick insight into what you get. Today on the channel, we're going to look at the Losi JRX2 Mini, the latest 1/16th release from Losi, and I think it is a pretty cool looking RC. And I do have some of the other mini versions of their RCs, and they are an absolute blast. And they're very, very convenient if you are going away or you're going to go for a walk. They're quite small, you can chuck them in your backpack and you can go there and have an absolute blast. Now, this one here is the box art for all of them, and I do believe that the pink colour scheme was the Pro. Now, I went with the blue one, and you can get a red, a blue, and the pink. So, if anyone out there knows anything about these, obviously, long story short, Losi back in the day had a JRX2 and it was 1/10th scale buggy, and apparently Losi have came out and said that they didn't want to ruin the vintage market, so they decided to shrink it and use it in a 1/16th scale. Now, let's take it out, let's have a quick look. I haven't actually taken it out of the box yet, so this is basically my first impressions, bringing it to you guys out there. So let's open the box and see what you get. Okay, so we've opened up the box, and I'm not going to do a live unboxing because there's zip ties in there that were just too awkward to try and do on camera. So I've just cut those zip ties, and we'll get it out of the box in a minute. So we get an instruction manual, a USB charger, and some tools there. Now, because it does have quite a small 2S LiPo battery, the USB charger is not too bad. Or you could charge it on your normal charger if you really wanted to. We get a nice remote with it, a Spectrum SLT2 remote. Feels quite nice in the hand, and obviously pretty basic. It does have some cool features on the back where you can get 50% power, 75% power, and 100%. And I guess that's good if you are giving it to someone that's new to the hobby, or you're on a track and you don't want 100% power. It does come with AA batteries, so it is completely ready to run. So on to the next part, the one part that we all basically have probably bought this kit for is the buggy. So all in all, it looks quite nice. As I said, this is the first time I'm really looking at it myself. We've got a wing here, which I believe is part of the body, but whereas the old one went down into some damper stays. I believe we've got some oil shocks all round that feel quite nice. We've got a nice, I think it's some sort of fiberglass reinforced plastic tub on the bottom. Cool tyres, wheels and tyres, everything seems quite smooth. Does come with bearings. So I think it's a pretty cool little kit. So let's take the body off and have a look at the chassis. So before we take a look at the chassis, let's take a look at this cool little body here. Now, the one thing I did notice straight out of the box, there's quite a lot of marking on the body. I don't know if you can see there on the front body post, a lot of scratching already, and that is just basically it being in the box and coming with the body pins attached. So yeah, not probably the best body pins. They are very fiddly and a bit tiny to put on, so I probably will change those for some larger ones. But all in all, I think Losi has captured that vintage race buggy look, and as you can see, it's backed in white. Now, overall, some of the stickers have already started to peel. The body seems pretty rough cut out, so quality seems to be a little bit on the lower side. Either that, or I've just gotten one that's maybe not up to quality, but definitely there's a lot of the decals seem to have some lifting. But all in all, it's going to get scratched up when we use it, but I think it does still look pretty cool. So let's have a look at the chassis now, and as you can see, it's a cool little compact little chassis there. We've got a Spectrum servo, we've got an all-in-one ESC and receiver, and we've got our 650 milliamp 2S LiPo that it comes with. And as you can see here, we have got a Team Losi performance motor on the back. Now, as you can probably assume, this is definitely not going to be something that's going to be overly fast, but definitely going to be fun. I can also see here there is a slipper clutch and a looks like you can change your pinion size as well. So it's very, very cool. I believe, I don't know a lot about the original 1/10 scale, but apparently this is basically a shrunk down version that is exact. The trailing arm suspension with the shocks. So yeah, I do think that Losi's done a really, really nice job at capturing that vintage buggy and putting it into a 1/16 scale. So I cannot wait to get this one charged up and actually take it out. Unfortunately, we've gotten to my days off and it's pouring down rain and horrible, so we won't be taking this one out for a run today, but I definitely will take it out for a run in the very near future, and I'll most likely take some of my other 1/16 scale Losis out and we'll do a bit of run footage with that one. So yeah, let me know what you think about this latest version from Losi. Are you going to get one? What do you think about these 1/16 scale buggies? Put some comments down below. It'd be actually quite nice to sort of see how much of a following these have, because they do seem to be quite popular for being that compact take anywhere RC. So thanks for watching today's video about the latest offering from Losi. I think it's an awesome, cool little buggy. It's priced quite well. I picked this one up on eBay with a discount voucher, so I can't complain about what I paid for this one. I think retail they are around $300, and you know, somewhat I do think that's probably a little bit pricey for what it is, but then again, it is a complete ready to run with charger and battery RC, so I guess at the end of the day it does represent good value. Not overly sure about the quality, as mine does have a few marks and some issues going on, so that could also be something that is a downfall with these. Now, in relation to quality and some of the things, I didn't actually find any issues with my Losi Mini T, so whether these were rushed getting them out of the factory or whatnot, I'm not overly sure. I definitely would have preferred a 1/10 scale, but apparently this was done to not devalue the vintage ones. So let me know what you think about that as well. Would you have preferred a 1/10 scale? Who knows, but these cars are definitely fun, and I actually prefer the brushed versions. The Mini T that I've got is brushless, and it is somewhat overpowered and wheelies and flips over and whatnot. So I do like the fact that this is brushed. I'm sure that these will come out in a brushless option very, very soon, because that's what Losi have usually done with the other Mini Series cars. So for anyone wanting that extra power, you could probably pick up a brushless one. So that's it for today's video. As you can see, we've got lots of new things appearing behind me here on the channel. Especially the Mercedes C11 there, and I've got a custom TD2 build coming as well. So make sure you hit subscribe and support the channel. Your support is very much appreciated. I'll see you over on one of these videos very, very soon. Bye.